welcome back to Fieldstone Farm. Today we are going to learn how to put our tack together so that we can ride our horse. The first thing that we are going to need is a saddle pad. Now what this is going to go right on the horse's back. This keeps him nice and comfy, make sure that nothing rubs. So instead of a horse, we're going to use this saddle rack to put everything together, because usually you'll come in, you'll get your tack out of the tack room and then head out to your horse. So we'll go ahead and put our saddle pad nice and gently on the rack. The next thing we will need is called a therapy pad or half pad. Each of our horses has their own therapy pad, and this just gives them a little bit of extra support underneath the saddle. So you'll notice each horse will have their name written on it. This one is Arrows. So we'll use this pad and put it right on top of our saddle pad. The next thing that we're going to need is our saddle. So we have a couple different types of saddles and girths. This one is a dressage saddle, so we'll grab this. And this is going to go right on top of both pads. Then we're going to need stirrups, and we're going to need stirrup leathers. So we have two kinds of stirrups. We have these Devonshire stirrups with the covers, and we also have peacock stirrups without the covers. So you might see both depending on what type of class you are in. Today we'll go ahead and use the peacock stirrups. They're a little easier to see. So to attach our stirrup, which is the piece that our foot is going to go in, we need a stirrup leather on our saddle. So we'll need one for each side. And what we're going to do is we'll take the stirrup, put it right on the leather like this, and then I'm going to turn this so you can see a little better. Underneath this flap here, there's going to be a bar, and we'll take that little piece of leather and slide it right underneath of the bar. And then we'll take it, pull it all the way through, and then we'll go ahead and buckle. So once we've got it buckled, we want to pull the buckle right underneath of the flap so that it's not going to hurt your leg. Now, if you have these kind of stirrups, what you do is we'll just pull them up to the back and then pull this loop through the stirrup so that your stirrup's out of the way. If you have the other kind of stirrup, these Devonshire stirrups, we can't do that because it can't go through. So in that case, what you would do is you would just take your stirrup and cross it right over your saddle like this. So that's how we go ahead and put the stirrups on. The next thing that you need is a girth, and this is what holds our saddle on our horse. So you can see under this flap here, we have two long straps with holes. These are called billets. That's what we're going to buckle our girth to. So you would take this, feed in your straps, and you would buckle it for your horse. And you would want to do both straps. Now if your stuff is in the tack room like we are here, we can just take the girth and lay it over the saddle so that we know that we have it. I also want to point out this girth has fuzzy stuff on it already, but some of our girths, like this one, are all leather, and what we want to do is take a girth fuzzy itself, and we're going to want to put that right over top of the girth so that it doesn't rub our horses anywhere. So if you've got a fuzzy one, you don't need to do this, but if you have the leather one, you do. And it just slides right over top of your girth. And again, you would just take this and you can put it right on your saddle. The next thing we need is a set of reins. This is what attaches to your horse's bridle and will help you steer. So you're going to want to make sure you have a set of these, and we can just lay those nice and gently over our saddle so that they're ready to take out. And then we need a lead line. Our lead line is going to help your volunteer to lead your horse out into the arena. Has one buckle on the end. It's just a nice long piece. Same thing, we're going to put it right on top. And then all of your tack is ready to go for you to ride.